That's right. Thanks again, Scott. We at day number 2 of the club championships. I'm Nick Karras, joined by Cookie Boy. Cookie Boy, you ready for day number 2 now?
I am ready. After what we saw from day 1, one of the greatest comebacks ever by Drag, an insane overtime game, let's get day 2 going. Oh boy, we saw a lot of Randy Moss, high point, throws to the end zone, aggressive catch, come down with it. So what's the risk to that? If he does not come down with that catch, that ball is up in the air, and any player is free to get it. And as you guys saw right there, Turbo Jeff's defensive player ready for that.
We're seeing a lot of players go for the 4th down. I expect no different here.
4th down and 20, though. If there's ever a time to punt the ball, this would be it. But we know how these competitive players play Madden. We are probably going to see the offense on the field. I don't think these guys really know what a punter is. A lot of times you'll see a smart routed in route.
Oh, almost picked up, almost caught then, but neither one will happen, and instead it's going to be a turnover. You know, it's one of those cases, if you're Allen, you're happy the ball wasn't cut.
And you saw it said user swat. That was Allen being heads up, knowing 4th down and 20. Let's swat this ball down. Maybe we can get a pick 6, but it's way smarter to swat the ball down, and you get better field position by swatting it rather than intercepting it.
And crossing over the middle, he wants deep down to Randy Moss. That one-handed catch we're talking about, but was that caught?
No.
It looks like it wasn't. Yeah, just out of bounds.
Caught, but not both feet in bounds, and it's a tight window right there. You need the perfect throw to make that happen. So Allen, he'll work on his timing, and I expect him to come back to that soon.
Free to go in the first quarter at this point. Still 0-0 ball game, of course. Allen, 4th and 10, needs it here. It's going to be batted down, however, and that'll be a turnover on down, so doesn't move anywhere.
Allen said that was a touchdown, and it might have been. Randy Moss, remember I told you, he might come back to that Randy Moss route. That's exactly what he did. Randy Moss had a step on the coverage, but batted at the line of scrimmage, and that is a side effect of having Michael Vick as your quarterback. He is not the tallest quarterback. His passes will be batted at the line of scrimmage occasionally.
Only one from the previous run. It's 1 second on that clock. This is going to be a delay of game, actually. So
Jeff had no timeouts left.
Yeah.
And that is a little bit of inexperience on the big stage. The clock management is one of the things that these professional Madden players pride themselves on. Some of them claim they have better clock management than NFL head coaches, but there, Jeff made this 2nd down and goal a lot tougher.
It's easy to say that from the sideline. I'll say that. Michael Vick, though, going back, pressure to hit as he throws, but it's going to be caught in the end zone. And touchdown, Julio Jones, Turbo Jeff. He gets on the board first.
Julio Jones is doing work right now for Turbo Jeff. Post route in the middle of the field, throw it to where only Julio Jones can catch it. A tough catch at that, but once again, there's that aggressive catch.
And for Vick, looking to the end zone, and he finds his man. Jones, that wasn't now Sharp, I believe. Comes down with the ball, but that is going to be a touchdown for Allen. So answers right away, man.
I'll tell you what,
later, I want to say.
I'll tell you what, Jeff. You just got mossed. But don't feel bad. Everybody gets mossed. Randy Moss let down Allen earlier, comes back for redemption. Turbo Jeff continues to stick with this tight doubles. He truly believes this is the answer to stop Allen. Oh, he just got that snap off.
That was close, so had a delay game earlier, but this one he probably wishes he had a delay game. Feeling pain now, and it's a down later, 3rd and 14.
It seems like he's doing a little bit too much pre-snap. He's trying to read the defense, he's trying to motion receivers, and then at the last second, cornerback blitz off the edge. He might have not seen that coming.
Yeah, not the offensive line right there. Nobody picking that up.
Turbo Jeff, no timeouts. Allen might try to slow this drive down and take this to the end of the first half.
Fair point, and it's back-to-back. Well, not really run the previous play, but this run actually breaks through, and he's going to go to the end zone.
Jordan Howard almost there, 1 yard short, but that was great patience by Allen. You saw Jordan Howard put his hand on his offensive lineman trying to seek out the hole. That was Le'Veon Bell-esque, what he just did.
From the 1. He has 4 ultimate chances here.
He can take this down to the 2-man warning if he wants to, but he tries to QB sneak it, stuff. But that's okay. You'll QB sneak it on 1st down and goal at the 1 yard line. If it gets stopped again on 2nd down, 3rd down, then you get a little bit worried. That's like a mulligan right there.
With Turbo Jeff having no timeouts, but this time it's going to be tossed to the right. Howard, that's all the room in the world he needs, and a touchdown leaping in. Could be 14-7 in favor of Allen, pending the extra point.
So now that he used the free mulligan, the QB sneak, he showed Jeff that he will QB sneak. Jeff has to respect that. That opens up the pitch, and all these players will have either QB sneak or pitch as an audible, so you can do one or the either pre-snap.
Has a lot of time over the middle, and Robert C. does not make the catch. No, he ends up dropping it again.
Not only was that not, it was almost a catch, but it was almost a catch for Allen defensively. A great user lurk, the catch to post route, nearly came down with the interception. He'll take the incompletion.
This Turbo Jeff, an immediate pass to the left. Sharp has plenty more room this time around, and it is going to be a first down. I mentioned earlier, normally Allen's accepted of that, but this time around leaves him a little too open.
Gets out of bounds, stops the clock, but man, he is throwing the ball very quickly on these third down and longs, checking it down underneath. That's how it worked. They got a first down, but man, I'm not sure I'm a big fan of that, because if he tries that again, Allen might have someone there in a hard flag. Now, Turbo Jeff said he wanted to play ball control offense. This is his time to control the rest of the first half.
As Jones, the big one-handed catch, an aggressive catch indeed. Thrown it into two-man coverage, but again, you have Julio Jones. You can take those chances.
That high pass is coming through for Jeff more often than not, especially to Julio Jones. At this point, if I'm Allen, I'm thinking that Jeff really likes throwing to Julio Jones. Let me specifically try to take Julio Jones out the game plan, force him to throw it to someone else.
Roberts out at least, but there is that pressure. Good pick up by Ricky Woods. It's going to be fumbled, though, as he tried to go for a pass. It looked like it's picked up, and that's a recovery for Allen. That's got to feel not good for Turbo Jeff.
The good news, he picked up the cornerback blitz. The bad news, the pressure came in anyways. Jason Taylor on the recovery. Ricky Williams just made a touchdown-saving tackle. That could be big.
Understandably, Turbo Jeff not happy with what happened right there, but at the same time, you're only down a touchdown right now. Got to hold him here, but it's not easier said than done. Howard Trucking gets about 9 yards as a result. Allen, he of course wants to score here going into the half.
Have you noticed Allen's facial expression change at all so far? He is just stone cold locked in. I love it. This kid is here to play some Madden and win.
And he's looking for a score here once again. 40 seconds to go. He's going deep to the right-hand side. Howard, it's going to be picked off, though. A bit too greedy, just as we mentioned that. And Turbo Jeff still on his feet, finally get taken out, but that's Allen at the same time, you know, going greedy.
I'll tell you what, Allen lobbed that ball, probably should have bulleted it. That gave enough time for Turbo Jeff to come through with Jamal Adams. But remember what we mentioned, Turbo Jeff, fast secondary, not going to try to give up the over-the-top plays. And there was Jamal Adams ready for that shot.
13 seconds. Turbo Jeff needs a big play right here and definitely needs to get out of bounds. He's just going to run out of bounds, really.
Looks like he threw the ball away there. Either way would have stopped the clock. At this point, 9 seconds left. Maybe just run the ball into halftime right here. The last thing you want to do is turn the ball over. He just fumbled the ball at Michael Vick. So if Allen sends that heat again, you better make sure to throw that ball away.
Right here, kind of 4 seconds on the play clock. It's going to be a pass.
Here comes pressure.
And the fades off the side. He cannot pick it up in time. It is going to be a sack. And, well, oh, look at that. Allen actually calling the timeout.
Yeah, force an issue on fourth down. What's the worst that happens here? Like, if you're Jeff, you got to punt this ball out of bounds. End the half. But, man, Jeff was playing with fire right there.
Yeah.
Got sacked, nearly fumbled the ball again.
And I don't know, didn't really ask you, but is this score surprising to you? Were you expecting a higher score or a lower score? Is this it?
I wouldn't say the score is surprising, but more so how we got here. Just from the amount of turnovers we had. This is probably, I want to say, the sloppiest game we've seen so far.
So both games proven to be pretty close here within a touchdown or so. That's some exciting stuff here out of the AFC West.
Keep your eye on Pavin. He lost to Problem last year. Of course, Problem not here anymore. His offense is lethal. He's another young kid, high-powered gun bunch offense, showing it right here. And if Allen and Pavin match up in the round of 16, those two have a lot of experience playing against each other.
But Turbo Jeff, I suppose, only being down by 7. It's not like it's a blowout by any means, so still confident with it. This time he gets some great blocking up front, so he has all the time in the world, but it goes back to that secondary of Allen. It clearly is just causing too much troubles.
The problem right now is the amount of pressure that Allen is sending. Turbo Jeff is forced to lead players into block. Pretty much max protect here. He's only got 3, maybe 4 in a route in most of these plays, and Allen is blanketing every single one of them.
He's going to find a man down the hill. Tyreek Hill, the immediate spin move, and he's down to the 40, the 30. I don't know if they're going to be able to catch up to him. Of course, a fast man indeed, and that's going to be a touchdown for Turbo Jeff in the hands of Tyreek Hill.
They do not call Tyreek Hill the cheetah because he is slow, but how about that spin move in the open field? Just what Turbo Jeff needed to get back into this game.
Of course, feeling good. That only took not even really just over 15 seconds there. 18 seconds to be exact.
We might see an offensive explosion in this second half. All the jitters were in the first half. This second half could be very exciting, very high scoring. And like you said, it took not even 20 seconds to get the party started.
Allen with possession. Michael Vick, he's dropping back. He's got a man open deep. That is Tyreek Hill for himself. And he does not make the catch, just stepped out of bounds.
Once again, that corner route is there for Allen. And for whatever reason, he just doesn't seem to be able to get both feet in bounds or can't get the throw in time. But it's continuously there, and he will continuously go to it. The first negative play he's had.
That's true. In fact, one of his 2 touchdowns. He is going over the middle. One-on-one coverage has Hill beating his man. Not going to get to the end zone, but down to about the 2-yard line. Tyreek Hill for both players coming through.
It doesn't matter how fast your secondary is. Tyreek Hill is faster than you. Turbo Jeff spent so much cap. He put ×2 sprinter on all of his players, and it just doesn't matter because Tyreek Hill is that fast.
The safe, I would expect a run here. I'm sure Turbo Jeff the same. It is, in fact, going to be run up the middle. Howard unable to find the hole, though. Good stuff there from Turbo Jeff, at least on first down.
Great user defense by Turbo Jeff, and that is the key to run defense a lot of the times for these top players. Watch the user defender try to shoot the gap here if he runs it again.
In motion, once again, pretty similar play. Spins off the first hit, but he cannot get in. So now this is that spot of, okay, our formation is going to be a hand up to the fullback. Sharp in this case, but he still cannot get in. Turbo Jeff saying, no, no, no.
Hurry up. Hurry up.
He's going quick. It's going to be a sneak, same play. It's going to be tossed to the right-hand side. Howard cuts upfield, and he gets in. Allen, that's got to feel good. 4th down, the hurry-up offense comes through.
Touchdown after touchdown. That took a lot of guts to call hurry up on 4th down. Allen had to be confident on the defensive look that Jeff gave. He said, okay, if that fullback dive wasn't there, the strong toss has to be there. Allen was right.
Just see how stoic he is, too. Again, the reaction, he doesn't have any reactions, does Allen. That hurry-up offense to the score.
Lateral.
By the way, this is some tricky stuff coming out here.
Oh, here it goes.
And he lost the hole. Are you kidding me? Breaks through. Talk about an immediate response right here. Turbo Jeff is going all the way for the touchdown. What?
This might be the play of the tournament. A lateral on the kick return. What time is it? Prime time.
The lights are flashing up in here. We have a 21-21 ball game. 1:27 to go in the 3rd quarter. This has proven to live up to the hype in the sense of the match, at least. Both Allen and Turbo Jeff response after one another.
Allen was talking right there. I really thought our camera was frozen and Allen just wasn't moving or something. But here he was talking a little bit, him and Turbo Jeff. I can't get over this lateral. I've never seen this before in MCS. I do this at home, but with the stakes on the line, wow, wow, wow. And then Dion's got that speed to get away.
$100,000 up for grabs for the first place finisher of this event. As you mentioned, you do that at home. You don't do that at an event like this, but Turbo Jeff did right there, and it came through big time.
Deep shot.
For the reaction. Moss makes the catch and gets down to about the we'll call it the 16-yard line.
We had nothing but turnovers in the first half. We're about to have nothing but touchdowns in the second half. Randy Moss over the top. Once again, not only is Tyreek Hill faster than all your defensive players, so is Randy Moss.
And we're going to have a 4th down coming up. Do you field goal here?
You have to. As much as you maybe want to go for it, situational football here, tournament life on the line, you got to get the lead, and you have to trust that your defense can get a stop. That's a win for Jeff. That is completely a win for Jeff. Allen took the shot downfield to Moss, got it, and he locked up in the red zone. Sharp probably going underneath right here. Let's see if Allen allocates any resources to guarding Shannon Sharp.
Sends Tyreek Hill in motion. Sharp under the right, but no, he goes for Jones over the middle, who makes a great catch. A spin out, breaks another tackle, the dive from Allen's not going to catch, and that should go all the way. Touchdown. Turbo Jeff. He'll take it.
Wow. Julio Jones, grown man strained. How about that? To get the lead in the 4th quarter, breaking multiple tackles. Julio Jones continues to come through for Turbo Jeff, and Julio turboed all the way to the end zone.
Look at this aggressiveness by Jones. Bouncing off 1, 2, 3. Gets another falls over his own man. Oh, boy. And, yeah, you'll see Allen's reaction right here. Huh.
Oh, yeah, totally. That's how I would. If that was me, I think my controller would have been Gronk spiked to the ground. But Allen is poised.
Throw it to the stands there. We're going to get a timeout call, in fact.
Wow. Okay.
Not sure about that.
And I was saying that you don't get to keep your timeouts going to halftime in the first half. The second half, whole different story. In a one-possession game, you do not want to burn your timeout, especially on first down like that.
That's rolling out to the right, has a man in his face. He throws it going deep, 2-on-1 coverage, but Tyreek Hill
he got
comes through down to the 23. And Turbo Jeff, all he can do is just say, are you kidding me?
Unbelievable. Hey, man, poor Turbo Jeff. He really thought that this was the game plan. I'm going to get speed. I'm going to put double sprint on everybody. Tyreek Hill's not going to go over the top. Well,
he's going over the top.
It's going to happen again and again and again. But these are just perfect passes from Allen where only the receiver can get it. Rack catch, making the right decision. That is not an easy play to make.
I don't care who wins this game. The MVP within the game is Tyreek Hill.
Shout out to Julio Jones in the corner. High pass.
This is a little too high right there.
Yeah, you saw it from Allen in the previous drive. These high passes are sailing on him. There's a very tight window to throw that ball to, and sometimes it's just up to whether Michael Vick can make that throw or not. And Michael Vick, as good as he is running the ball, throwing the ball, sometimes he will leave something to be desired.
3:12 remaining. So Allen also using that timeout earlier. We'll keep an eye if that comes into play. In a game like this, it could.
You read my mind. As Turbo Jeff tries to chew down this clock, Allen has one less timeout in his arsenal.
Talk about a huge play right here for both sides. It's going to be immediate pass to the left. He's loving that, but this one's dropped, and now big question time for Turbo Jeff. 4th and 8 from his own 27, up by 1.
There it was again, I told you. Sharp underneath, he throws it every single time on 3rd down and long.
Yeah.
Like maybe wait for something else to open up, because Allen's not going to give that up all day. Now 4th down and 8 from his own 27. If he doesn't get this, Allen's in field goal range to take the lead immediately.
This seems like one of those. The punt is very worth to talk about, but Turbo Jeff, he
What's a punt?
He's looking. He's got plenty of time. The most he's had all day. He's going deep to Jones. That's too much pressure, though.
Did he catch it?
He caught it. Are you kidding me?
Oh, my goodness.
I thought for sure that was out of bounds. Even Allen cannot believe it. Down to the 42, a 1st down for Turbo Jeff.
Julio Jones is earning his salary cap paycheck right now. My Lord. You can see Allen spinning in his chair. that shot is not frozen, ladies and gentlemen. He is moving. Great run defense, and this is borderline field goal range for Dan Bailey. So even if it's an incompletion, it's going to be close to see if he can make this field goal. The last thing you want to do is get sacked out of field goal range. We'll see if he tries to go, passing the ball here. Once again, Sharp's going to be underneath. Allen has to know that. Julio Jones has been on a post a lot in these situations. Allen has to know that. Take away those 2 options. Let's see what else he has to work with.
Let him beat you with something else, if anything. He's bringing the pressure up the middle. It's going to be Hill with the catch, though. Gets the 1st down. And the clock is still counting down. We're going to go down to the 2-minute warning right here. No timeouts. That likely could even be game.
It would be play clock in salary cap in Ultimate Team. It's 30 seconds, so that's not game over. But, man, does that hurt. And Allen took away the post. He took away the Sharp. Turbo Jeff, I like that he had not just a backup option, a 3rd option. He was 1 step ahead, and that might help him secure the bag today. We might see a run commit.
He's going to actually get a delay game as a result of this, so I mean, he'll move back 5 yards, which when it comes to kicking the field goal is going to play a role.
Turbo Jeff. Come on, man. A delay of game in this situation. You can't do that. You cannot do that. I mean, we're chewing clock, but what?
2nd one of the game right there.
So Turbo Jeff might actually take this clock all the way down. Here, taking the delay game penalty would actually be a good idea for Turbo Jeff. Can you just take away every second possible? He might call a timeout with 1 second left here, but you got to drip that thing all the way down.
Yeah, I'm going to see a hold here all the way to the very end.
We left a couple of seconds. We left a couple of seconds on the board right there.
Big step back, not much pressure. He's finding his man over the middle, and Julio Jones, no timeouts, though.
That's game.
Going over the middle, yeah.
You can't get the snap off. You need at least 6 seconds, maybe 7 to get the snap off. 5 seconds, this is game over.
He's running up, and, you know, he's spamming the button, but you can only do so much. As you mentioned, Cook, that's it. So throws it over the middle. Doesn't give himself really the best shot in the end, but Turbo Jeff with the victory, 31-27 here. The road is going to end here for him in the round of 32, but still expect plenty more out of him moving forward, of course.
This is not the last time you guys will see Allen, all right? I will guarantee we will see Allen back on the big stage, and he will use the experience he learned here to get better.
Yep.
I want to see that lateral to Deion Sanders. That might be the play of the tournament so far.
Like, spoiler alert, it's coming eventually. Obviously a deep pass right there, but yeah, talk about just so many big plays throughout this game that you can recall.
4th down and goal, that was a risky decision. He ran hurry up and got it, but then that set up. This is my favorite play right here.
Yeah, not one we see often in an event like this, but perhaps, you know, in the long run, the game-winning play, the immediate score on the return.
Jeff had a lot of big plays. You guys saw the Tyreek Hill spin move, the Deion Sanders lateral kick return. It was prime time, and this was the biggest of them all.
Julio Jones, a wrecking force right there.
He came in like a wrecking ball and wrecked Allen's chances of winning the Madden Club Championship.
I'm glad you did that and not me. I was thinking about it. But Pavin, you were hyping up for itself. Who do you expect in this one?
Oh man, that could be another high-scoring game. Pavin, his offense is like 27 points. That's not bad. I like that. And he's a sleeper in this tournament, man. Like, we say Turbo Jeff's a sleeper, we say Pavin's a sleeper, and one of these guys is going to advance to the round of 8.